Jamdresh 2.08 just got released, and here is every new feature the update has brought. Previously, we could only sort the leaderboards by stars, but now RobTop added the leaderboard for moons, demons, and coins. RobTop also added the new gauntlets, the random gauntlet and the chance gauntlet. I won't go over them in this video, but just know that they are here. Another cool feature is that RobTop added a lot of new social media onto your profile. For the sake of this video, I just added in random characters, but here is how it looks. Speaking about your profile, now you can customize who you allow messages from, who you allow friend requests from, and who to show your comment history in levels. Now these features are cool and all, but this next feature is probably the biggest one we have ever gotten in a minor update. So I have this level right here, and every time I activate this spawn trigger, these faces get triggered by those triggers. Now if I explain it like this, understanding this might be easy, but if you were to just look the level in the editor without knowing anything, it might be really confusing, and you'll have to go inside the triggers and the objects to really understand what's going on. But this new feature actually changes the game. If you go onto this spawn trigger, you can activate this new option called trace out. What this does, well, you'll just see. Look how beautiful this is. What this feature does is asking a question. It asks, what will this spawn trigger do? And the arrows say, well, it will activate these triggers. And subsequently, what will they do? Well, they'll act upon these faces. And you can see there's this little box right here symbolizing the objects that are going to get affected. If I were to copy and paste this, for example, you can see that the box actually expands. If I were to move the trigger, the arrows move along. This feature is actually so well made. They actually also added it to preview mode, so you can actually see in real time everything in action. But there is still more. What if instead of asking what will this object do, we can actually do the inverse question. If I go onto this face and select trace in, it does basically the same thing, but in reverse. What triggers will activate this? And it says, well, these triggers will, and these triggers will be activated by this spawn trigger. However, if you save and quit the game, all of the arrows disappear. Now this might not be a bug and actually be a feature, and maybe this is just a temporary way to see what triggers activate which, but I still think that it would be better if the arrows actually persisted. Now, that is pretty much it for the features, but there's still a few things to talk about. First things up, the update still hasn't been released for mobile, but RobTop said that it will be released very soon. Second things up, he also said that a 2.209 will be coming soon, that will apparently be similar to this update. RobTop also said that the next major update is progressing well. Now I don't know what he means by that, but it's been 2 years, RobTop. Where is the app? Okay, I'm just kidding. That's pretty much it for the video. Goodbye.